One of the inventors of sign language faced the guillotine during the French Revolution. His student used his newfound communication skills to save his teacher's life. Abbé Sicard was the leading educator and advocate for the deaf in Paris when the Reign of Terror took hold in the 1790s. And at the time, Paris was at the cutting edge of deaf education. Sicard's deaf student, Jean Massieu, had become famous for proving that deaf people were not dumb. He demonstrated the new sign language to wow crowds with his brilliant answers to tough questions. When the revolution swept France and the mob went after the nation's leaders, Abbé Sicard was thrown in jail and was awaiting his turn at the guillotine. Incredibly, Jean Massieu used the skills of communication that Sicard had taught him to bravely face the mob and make the case that Sicard's life was worth saving. Before the birth of deaf education and sign language in Paris, people like Jean Massieu were treated as outcasts and degenerates. With Sicard's help, Massieu was able to help prove that this just was not true. Thanks to his students' bravery, Sicard's life was spared from the guillotine, he was freed from jail, and continued his life's work in deaf education. Jean Massieu became a member of the faculty at the Institute of Deaf Mutes in Paris, where he worked educating deaf students along Sicard as a colleague at the world's first free school for the deaf.